Hey, what's up guys? Dragolisco here. I am your favorite dragon creator, or at least I hope to be it one day. In the last tutorial, we learned how to draw a dragon, and I have it right here. This is the dragon we drew in the last tutorial. What are we going to do in this tutorial? We're gonna give it some color. We're gonna apply lights and shadows, and then we're gonna color it. Okay, what I'm gonna do, first of all, I don't really like how this dragon turned out. In the end, maybe you like it, but I'm not feeling satisfied with it, so I'm gonna apply some tweaks. For example, I'm gonna make the head a bit bigger in here. Maybe the horns, I'm gonna change them, because for a mountain dragon like this one, I want to experiment a little bit more with the horns. As I said in the last video, the head of a dragon is basically an experimenting field. It's a creative, a tool something that you can experiment with. Something that you can apply all your creativeness or creativity, sorry. So it's like a creativity laboratory, if you know what I mean. Okay, so give me some seconds and this will be done. Well guys, sorry for the long waiting, but I have here the dragon right where I want it to be, or right the way I want it to be. Okay, so first of all, what do I do to apply lights and shadows? Many artists, they start with the lights and then they apply the shadows. I am the other kind of artist. I start with the shadows and then I go to the light. So first of all, I create another layer under the sketch layer, and then I fill it with, let's say, a dark gray. It's gonna be the darkest shadow we're gonna use. And then with a texture brush, it doesn't have to be texture, but I like it to be texture, because I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm doing some kind of, oil painting or something like this. So that's why I'm using the texture brush. Okay, something like this. Okay, imagine for example that we want it a little bit darker. What we have to do is to press Ctrl L, which is basically image and adjustments and levels. Again, Ctrl L, it's the same menu, I have it right here in the remote control, and then we can darken it a little bit. Now, important, where is the light coming from? We're gonna use two lights, okay? The first one, let me create another layer so I can show you. The first one is gonna come, let's say, imagine for example that it's coming this way, okay? Like not up down, but from the front to the back, see, with depth, with a sense of depth. So it's going like this, more or less. Okay, so it's basically going to hit here and here and here. And the other light is coming from the back of the picture to the front, going up. This means that this area is going to be lit, and this area as well is going to be lit. Okay, let's apply it. Let's do this. From shadow to light. So we create another layer. I always like to create layers for this, and we pick a lighter gray and we start going. Sorry, let me put the layer below, and for example with this brush, and since it's fur, I'm gonna just draw some like loose strokes like this. So remember, this area is lit, okay, and also this area as well, because it's the shoulders, so the shoulders are lit as well. There we go. This area as well is lit, and this area is lit. Okay, why I'm doing this? With Alt, you can select the color you want in the screen. Okay, it's the eyedropper. So that's why I'm using Alt all the time. Okay, something like this. Now I always create another layer. Okay, I'm gonna rename this layer to Sketch, so we don't get lost. Sketch. There we go. And then I'm gonna create another layer. I mean, you don't have to create the same layers I'm creating. Just create the layers you need. They doesn't have to be the same that I'm using. You can add more or just less, whatever you want. And also, I hope you are following me right now. I hope you are grabbing pencil and paper, or if you are using Photoshop or any drawing software, and follow me. Do the same thing I'm doing. Of course, I'm assuming you have your own dragon that we did in the last tutorial. If you don't have your dragon, go back to the last tutorial and watch it. I really recommend it. You're gonna learn a lot. And that tutorial is about how to draw your dragon. Okay, something like this. Let me erase this part a little bit. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I want to highlight the fur here. And as you can see, we're going from shadow to light. As you can see, this is very tedious, so I'm just going to speed up the video and see you in a couple of seconds. Also, important, when I'm doing fur, I first go with big strokes. I mean, the brush has to have some size, and then as I am applying lights to the fur, I go with narrower brushes. So for example, in the end, it will have to be something like this. See? So first, okay, I'm gonna do the part so you can see it. First, like this. Then, as you are lighting it up, you go with smaller strokes, like this. You can also do it with a round brush. It doesn't matter. Let me do it again. See? That's the first step. Second step, a little bit smaller. Third step, a little bit smaller. And then, little by little, smaller and smaller. See? How do I basically? Wait a minute. How do I make the brush bigger and smaller? With the pen. Okay, if you have a pen, press Alt and hovering the pen over the screen, you press Alt and you drag it. You don't touch the screen with the pen. You just you have to hover it over the screen. Okay, let's continue. Now, important trick. If you feel tired of drawing the fur one by one, you can also go. Let me merge the layers. First, let me merge the layers. I'm gonna duplicate the sketch layer because we don't have to mess it up. And then we merge layers. Now, if you don't want to repeat the hair one by one, all you have to do is select, for example, this area, copy it, and now paste it wherever you want. For example, let's say here. And we have the cut here. How do we get rid of the cut? You get the eraser, and then left click, hardness to 0%, and then you blend it with the rest of the picture. Let's do it again. Duplicate layer. Transform. And I don't know, let's put it like here. We're gonna deform, we're gonna warp it a little bit. Left click, sorry, right click, and warp. Okay? And we blend it a little bit. See? Something like this. Oh, interesting. How do I rotate the canvas? Okay, I have it with my Wacom Express key that I can, with this wheel here, as you can see. This is something I have configured this way. I don't know how you can do it with your tablet. If you're using another kind of tablet like a Huion or an XP pen, actually no idea. I don't know if you can even do this. But for me, it's very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Something important. Imagine that I want to paint here in the horns, and I don't want to get out. I don't want to be constantly checking if I'm getting out or not. Here in Photoshop, lock. If I press lock, I don't go out of the layer anymore. See? Let's continue. Alright, so I think we have now the lights and shadows, something to point out why this horn is lighter, the back horn is lighter than the front horn. Basically because the light is coming from up to down, and let's say that this horn is more in the shadow and this horn is being hit by the light. Understood? Now, how do I apply the color? This is very simple, very simple. In Photoshop, you go to Image, Adjustments, and then Color Balance. Okay, we are applying this color balance to layer number 0, which is the background. And by sliding these bars, you can already see that the colors are changing. Okay, let's put like some kind of greenish color in the background. And then the dragon, the same, go Image, go Adjustment, and Color Balance. With the shortcut is Ctrl B, and I have it right here. See? Right here, I got it. And then let's get a bluish for this dragon, something like this would be nice. Yeah, something like this. Okay. Now, something that I always use to highlight the picture a little bit. You get the dodge tool. You see, in the example, okay? See? Wow. So in the example that we saw with the dog, if you apply it with hardness to 0 and big size, see what happens. I love this tool. I absolutely love this tool. Look at this magic. Look at this magic. Wow. Now it's like the sun is hitting directly on our dragon. It's awesome. Fantastic. What else? Let's, for example, if we don't want the horns to be blue, we want the horns to be like brown. So select the horns, copy the layer, and then color balance again. Something like this. Okay, I guess this should be good enough. We get to dodge, or I think they use is the sponge. What is the sponge? It basically saturates. It makes the color come up, as you can see. For the horn, I think I'm not interested in it, but for the rest of the dragon, as you can see, oh sorry, here, as you can see, you see the blue coming out? Fantastic. Now, with this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically blend this cut with the eraser here. See? Awesome. What happens with the front part of the dragon? Like all this part, for example, I want it to be lighter. I want it to be lighter. Why? This is something very interesting, and the other day I found out why many animals they have the back darker than the bottom. Sorry, than the bottom, but the front part. Okay, the chest. I mean, the back is always lighter than the chest. This is basically, how can I explain it? This is a natural resource that makes the animal blend with the nature. So the sun is coming from above, and it's hidden on the dark area, and the shadow is coming from below and it's hidden on the white area. So it compensates. See, for example, I don't know, an antelope. An antelope is brown in the back and white in the bottom. That's why. So the white is compensating the light that comes from the back. Okay, so I'm selecting this part, which is, so you can see, it's basically this part, and I'm gonna make it lighter. So we apply the same thing we did before, which is the levels, Ctrl L, and yeah, something like this. That's nice. Now color balance again. See? And then we blend it. Oh, again, I just pressed Ctrl Z. I didn't press it, but I just pressed it in the control. Yeah, something like this is nice. I like it. Do you like it? If you're doing your dragons, please share them on the comments. If you post them in any social media, we would like to see your dragons. We would like to learn from what you did. Okay, I think this is going pretty nice. Yes sir, yes sir. What happens? I mean, the snout is black. Actually no, the snout is not black. So let's pick this color with Alt. Hold on. Because you know what, the snout was in darkness, but I think we don't need that much darkness. I don't think it's realistic. So let's paint it. Let's highlight it a little bit. Awesome. I guess, as I said, I'm going very fast. I'm not paying attention to small details, like for example the teeth are not, let's say, are not realistic because they look like cartoony, but I'm going fast. In this tutorial I just want you to learn about it. I'm not interested in doing a perfect dragon for this tutorial. So the arrows, we're gonna, oh wait a minute, we forgot this light here. Let's open a new layer, and then we have to do, imagine that this light, for example, it's a greenish light. So green, wait a minute, no, so it's coming from, yeah, this greenish light like this, and then it's coming from the back. So let's apply it in the edges like this. And what's the reason of this light, of this secondary light? The reason of the secondary light is to add volume to your picture. With one light, yeah, you can add some volume, but with two lights, the volume stands out way better and way more. You see? Alright, arrows out. There we go. Eye. The eye. Let's say the eye is gonna be purple. Purple, I think, is a good color, or maybe turquoise. It's gonna be better for the eye. For the eye, we're gonna highlight the bottom of it, then apply some shadows on the top of it, and then the glow comes here, the bottom. See? Pupil. What happens if you don't like the eye? What happens if you don't like the color that you apply to the eye? Very easy. Hue, saturation. This menu, you have it here, also with Ctrl U. Alright? We can change the eye. See how the eye is changing color. Oh, this one is nice as well. Okay. What? Okay, nice. Now color balance again. which is Control B, I guess. Control B. Color balance. What is the color balance? Here, Control B, right? Control B. Then what we're going to do is Dodge tool again to highlight. As I'm saying, don't judge, because I'm doing it fast for this tutorial. Don't judge me. But anyway, now we have our dragon. Imagine that, for example, what the back teeth. The back teeth. Okay. Nice. Going very fast for you to learn. Remember. What I like to do when I do dragons is to apply some kind of special effect. Be it, for example, a dragon breath, like fire, in this case would be ice, or just an effect to make the dragon more beautiful. How do we do this? I have a really big resource pack here, which is, let me show you. There we go. These packs. What are these packs? These packs are made with AI. I didn't make them, sorry. It's a person that I know that makes these packs, but they are perfect. They are perfect for this kind of dragons. For example, let me see. Yeah, these are good. Look at so many packs, so many special effects. Wow, this one is very nice. Where's the Komodo dragon? Is still here. This one, well, Komodo dragon, please leave us alone. Where is the Komodo dragon? Okay, no more Komodo dragon. There we go. This one is pretty nice as well. What about this circle? Let's experiment with this one. For example, with this one. Yeah, let's experiment with this one. So, all we have to do with this layer, sorry, the top of it. All we have to do with this layer is the layer mode screen. See? And we have a very cool chill effect behind the dragon. See? I'm leaving you the link to these packs in the description. Don't worry. Okay, let's apply another effect. For example, what is this? Very subtle. Let's do it. Oh, maybe this one is not that good. Oh, wait a minute. That's what I told you. I love creating dragon heads because you can experiment a lot with them. Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't like this one. You can experiment a lot. And it's so much fun, man. So much fun. I like this effect. Let's see if we're on the top. It's like some kind of cold magic, like dancing around the dragon. Look at this. Look at this, man. This oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Let me distort no, sorry. I want to rasterize layer and then I want to warp it. There you go. Let me erase the edges. So what do you think? At the front or at the bottom? Let's leave it at the bottom. This one, which is a little bit subtle, more subtle, sorry, than the other. Maybe we'll do it at the front. Still. Oh, we're gonna leave it here. I like it. Anyway, guys, Did you like this dragon? Did you create dragon like this along with this tutorial? I hope you really liked this tutorial. Remember, important, I'm releasing a book on Kickstarter about dragon portraits. 50 different dragon portraits. I don't know if I'm gonna include this one in the book because I'm gonna have to work on it a little bit more. But you have a lot of dragons here, like 50 different dragons for your inspiration, for your reference, for ideas, for whatever you want. You have red dragons, green dragons, black dragons, gold and silver dragons, any kind of dragons. And not only portraits, but you also have full body dragons. See? It's basically art, all art. So, if you like this book, you have the link below. We launched the campaign on October the 8th, 2024. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have learned a lot with this tutorial. Remember that you have the special effects below on a link. See you on the next video. Thank you.